side, Richard Jackson. Obviously, both these teams love to attack the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Ginobili out there with Conley. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Gobert in at the 5. Ginobili can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
DeRozan finds Lowry. Off target from three-point range. Here's Kuzma. Plays it up and banks it in.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow. And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Ginobili can't hit.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And this Celtics squad looking like the Celtics of old.
Yeah, always a tough squad when I was playing, and it's looking like that again. You got a great mix of young players and veterans, and don't be surprised if Boston is back on top very soon.
Very soon. Lopez sets a screen for Ginobili. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And the D has to compromise once Lopez gets that close, fouling him and hoping he misses.
For Boston, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. DeRozan, a screen on Ginobili. Mitchell wide open. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
And when he's hitting from deep, Mitchell's practically unguardable. Can't crowd him out there. He'll just drive right around him.
To the paint. It's stolen by DeRozan. Over in the corner, Doncic. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And you watch the way Doncic runs this offense. He's become a master at the pick and roll. Incredible to see someone run it to perfection.
And with Doncic in the pick and roll game, he's so good at such a young age.
It's amazing how well he reads the defense, but he can also freeze the defender or create confusion with that hesitation. He has all the tricks to run it.
Pass to Kuzma. New York, no good that time either. Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Doncic passes to Mitchell. Fires from deep. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound. Knicks trail by 6. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That's his first foul. Boston making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And a switch here also for New York. Maxey's checked in for Manu Ginobili. Off the inbound pass. New York, no good that time either. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Celtics. He kicks it to ball. Outside Lowry. A three-pointer off the mark.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Smart with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up, and the dunk by Capella.
And Capella has run pick and rolls so many times, adept at knowing where to cut after the screen.
Lopez sets a screen for Maxey. Shakes him. Lopez, no luck.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Smart goes in. The feed to Vucevic. Back to Smart. 1:12 left to play in the first quarter. 4 on the clock. Ball with the bucket.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Maxey. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Clint Capella.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Pools checked in for Kyle Kuzma. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And one thing, Greg, we know Capella has always done, he plays to his strengths.
It's a great point, Kevin. Capella knows where he's best and really focuses on that. Can't help the team with minimal touches on offense, but he really anchors a defense by not overextending.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Ball surveying the defense. It's rebounded by New York. 20 seconds left to play here in the first. And here's Poole for three. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And here is Ball. The wide open look here for Vucevic. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And that does it for the first quarter. Boston on top. They lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Celtics? Knicks trail by 4. On the court for the Knicks. Rudy Gobert is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jordan Poole. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Maxey in at the shooting guard. Mitchell passes to Adebayo. Here's Doncic. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession. Mike Conley's checked in for Jordan Poole. Here's Mitchell. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Oh, great feed by Lowry. He'd rather pick up an assist than score a bucket.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. The pass to Ginobili. That one, no good. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Rosen dishes to Doncic. From past the arc. Gobert pulls it in. Knicks trail by 6. Right side, Maxey. Misses the step-back jump shot. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Mitchell against Conley. Here's DeRozan. No good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Knicks have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks very much. Now, you may not know this, but Gordon Hayward was a 2-time Indiana State singles champion in tennis. He says, in high school, I was better at tennis than basketball, but I've always loved hoops more. Thankfully, I was able to grow throughout high school to get to the frame I have now. He has certainly filled out in the NBA. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, he sure has. He's been a terrific player to watch and follow. The injury is significant, but he continues on. David, thanks. When you think of half-court offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation stores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunities.
They double-team Conley. Inside, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
DeRozan a screen on Conley. Lowry passes to DeRozan. For 3, Mitchell gets the three-pointer to fall. Mitchell's got 5 points now this quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
The drive by Lowry. Passes it to Mitchell. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Here's what Boston's going with right now. Vucevic, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Clint Capella comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Kyle Lowry. And it's Ball in for Doncic. Brunson against Mitchell. The offensive rebound. And it's Capella missing. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Knicks. Trailing here by 8. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And again, it's the Knicks missing. Boston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his first foul. Marcus Smart's checked in for Mitchell. And the Celtics with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. And good that time. And the Celtics lead by 10.
And the release on Hayward's shot, just so smooth. He makes the play with urgency, but doesn't let that compromise his mechanics.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist from Lopez.
Feed the interior. Good things will happen.
Outside, Ball. Out to Hayward. Here's Smart. Buries it from three-point range.
And really exemplifies who Hayward is. A team player, someone who enjoys spotting his open teammate.
The kick out to Poole. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Poole's got his second basket of the night. Boston leading by 8. Outside, Ball. Vucevic a screen on Brunson. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Capella sends it back.
Quick off the floor. Has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
Back to Lopez. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
And so it's the Boston Celtics with their lead standing at 6 points. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. After
28, the Knicks, 22.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
DeRozan out there with Bam Adebayo. Then it's Mitchell. Then there's Doncic. And it's Lowry in at the 3. That's the Boston 5.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Conley kicks to Lopez. Ginobili against Mitchell. Top of the key. And that one hits back iron.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Greg, an outstanding scorer. Donovan Mitchell takes it to another level in the playoffs, doesn't he?
Hey, Kevin, how about all of his averages go up come playoff time? Spider is a guy who wants the limelight and, like other stars, takes on more of a load in the postseason.
Conley against Doncic. Offensive rebound. Here's Kuzma. Here's Gobert, and finished off by Gobert.
And just an excellent rebounder. Gobert is so good at using that incredible wingspan to track down those additional scoring opportunities.
Ball's checked in for Boston. Celtics leading by 8. Doncic dishes to DeRozan. No good from outside. For New York, they've gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. A very slow start offensively. Stolen by Mitchell. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That'll be his second foul of the game. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for New York. Maxey comes in for Kyle Kuzma.
Aaron Gordon. Tyrese.
Mitchell with it. 12 points for him. And they'll get another chance. Ball, the pass to Mitchell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
For Boston, they have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight. 3 of 7.
And take a look back at last season, and what a season it was for them from the free throw line. 82% as a group.
Maxey with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Here's Lopez. Collects the 2-pointer near the hoop. Lopez has got 6.
Can't let Lopez get comfortable down low. The second he does, there's no stopping.
Here's Doncic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it, but it was amazing.
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry, my mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint, and he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it, but for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And DeRozan kicks the ball. Lopez with the block.
It's a bonus whenever Lopez comes up with the swat. Want to see more of this from the big fella.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And man, is he in a zone right now. Seems like he can't miss.
Vucevic checked in for Boston. Clint Capella comes in for Doncic. Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for the Knicks. Knicks trail by 7. Now, here's Maxey.
2 minutes.
Puts it up from 12. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Knicks have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Marcus Smart's check in for Mitchell. Smart wide open. He fires. Drills the 3-pointer. Smart's got his second basket of the night.
And of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
New York, no good that time either. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. And he converts the layup. And now it's a 10-point Boston lead.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Brunson. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Vucevic setting the pick for Smart. There's the triple. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds in this game. It's good. Nice touch there from Maxey. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
Vucevic. The shot, no good. The Knicks go the other way with it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to 6 on the bucket from Ginobili.
And the touch from Ginobili, so clever and confident on the interior.
Kept alive, Vucevic, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
It's Ginobili outside. That shot off. And we've reached the end of the third. Celtics lead by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. So with Ginobili on the bench, here's the 5 for Tom Thibodeau right now. They've got Gobert, Conley out there with Jordan Poole. And there's Gordon, and it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Celtics.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Time now for an injury report. Now for an update on Kyle Lowry's injury. Let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. He confirms that it is a sprained ankle, and as you'd expect, it's very swollen and it's causing him a lot of discomfort.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Gordon with the defensive effort. Knicks trail by 10. Has to Gobert. Banked in off the glass.
And finally, someone scores.
It's a slugfest. Maybe not the prettiest game we've seen, but sometimes the best wins are the ugly ones.
Doncic fires from way outside. Hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Donovan Mitchell.
Sensational game for him in terms of shooting efficiency. He's taken nothing but high percentage shots. That's how he's managed to hit over 60% from the field. I mean, making just about everything he's looked at.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break, and he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive, and you've got to battle to get back in this thing. We'll see if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David. Boston leading by 9. Mitchell passes to Vucevic. Back to Mitchell. Trying to get open is Adebayo. The shot by Mitchell, no good. The Knicks have gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Here's Conley.
Still a solid point guard in this league. When Conley is healthy, he makes a considerable impact on both ends.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. Maxey's checked in for New York. Here's Doncic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Gobert is so well set up there. All he's got to do is elevate above the D and take that one home.
Here's Doncic. Adebayo kicks to Doncic. Here's Mitchell. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
And Adebayo sends it back. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Out to DeRozan, outside Lowry. And DeRozan throws it down.
Ooh, okay, I see you, DeMar, putting defenders on skates, a little yippity-yop.
Doncic against Conley. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And Doncic throws it down.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart. Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Outside for Lowry. Misses the three. And it's Kuzma with the ball for New York. 9-point game. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
Substitution on the court.
Now Hayward. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
All right, Brent, all eyes on the center matchup in this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
And now the opening lineup for Chicago. Chris Middleton is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Drew Holiday. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Jordan in at the 2 spot. Three-pointer is up. Middleton hauled in by Paul. Pass to Morant. Here's Embiid. After missing his first attempt, now 1 for 2.
And for a guy over 7 feet, Embiid's jump shot is ridiculously smooth. So unfair for the D.
Holiday passes to Ayton. And Ayton with the stuff.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints, but probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Good work there as it goes.
Staying confident in the paint, Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Pass to Embiid. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Paul. Some solid defense from Jordan. The Bulls have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Moran against Holiday. And here's Butler outside. Hits the three-pointer.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Now here's Moran. Outside Paul. Shot to stop the run. Oh, Jordan with the block. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Butler with a steal. Middleton, right side. The 3-ball. Jordan misses. The Pelicans trail. Paul with it. Now guarded by Ayton. And Williamson throws it down.
Again, just watching Zion's leaping ability, gets over the defense and easily finds the rim.
Holiday passes to Middleton. The Bulls with another miss. Middleton's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Harris down low. Middleton covering. And it's Harris. That time on the assist from Williamson.
A smart play, signs of Zion Williamson picking up what it is that's going on out there and being efficient.
An area where the Pelicans squad performed well this past season was on the glass.
Yeah, defensively and offensively. Now, they know how important it is to secure those loose balls, and making it a priority helped them all season long.
Now here's Moran. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. There's 1:17 left to play in the first quarter. Ayton, a screen on Morant. Jordan finds Butler. Kicks it out to Middleton. Connects from downtown. Middleton's got 5 now.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
New Orleans calls timeout. And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. Julius Randle's checked in for Embiid. Harris comes in for Zion Williamson. Rozier, he's checked in for Paul. And Halliburton is subbed in for Moran. A big group substitution here for Chicago. Turner, he's checked in for Ayton. Claxton comes in for Middleton. Mikal Bridges checked in for Jordan. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Drew Holiday. Now here's Halliburton. And the Pelicans miss again. Bridges outside. Butler on the wing. 3-pointer. The Pelicans pull it in. Harris outside. From deep. The shot that time not on target. Now Chicago takes it the other way. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And Bridges, here we go. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Harris.
If Bridges attacks with that kind of force, it's really hard to not foul him.
Bridges hits them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
That one drops for him.
That's how you shoot a floater. Halliburton showcasing the soft touch.
Here's Cunningham. And here's Butler outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Bulls. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
Julius Randle out there with Joel Embiid. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Rozier in at the 2. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
The Bulls making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Now here's Randle. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Drives to the hoop. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Some agility shown there by Julius Randle with that frame, able to find a way to score.
And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, Jimmy Butler's focus is all on team success. In fact, his agent said whenever he calls Jimmy to congratulate him on personal accolades, like All-NBA team, for example, Jimmy hangs up in his face before he can finish the sentence. Brian, for Butler, there's only one prize that really matters.
Yeah, he's a rare breed, Allie, for sure. Thanks for that. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Rozier finds Embiid, and then Embiid with the dunk.
And there's the process at work. Embiid rolls off the pick and right into scoring position.
Screen by Claxton. To the paint. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Claxton's gotten his first basket of the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
New Orleans calls timeout. You know, in baseball, Grant, they have a term, a 5-tool player. In the NBA these days, it's similar. You need those well-rounded players to succeed.
I like the baseball reference, but you're spot on, B.A. It's all about bringing versatility to the game. Players that can shoot, pass, dribble, defend, and rebound. And I'll throw it even in there, lead and play selfless basketball. Those kind of guys that can do it all, that's a recipe for success in the NBA.
Here's Claxton. They lead by 8. Biggest lead of the game. Moran against Holiday. Here's Williamson. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Turner, a screen on Williamson. Middleton passes to Turner. And that comes off the assist by Middleton. Turner's gotten his first points in this one.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
And he lobs it up to the rim. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Jacks up a 3. Over to the wing. Back to Bridges. Pass to Turner. Outside Holiday. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Randle. The quick look, no good that time. For Chicago, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Now here's Holiday. Randle pulls down the board. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Grant.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Tobias Harris checked in for the Pelicans. DeAndre Ayton, he's checked in for Chicago. Jimmy Butler comes in for Claxton. Sends it home from three-point land. Bridges has got 7.
Bridges has a lot of jobs for his team, but if he consistently knocks down 3, he can add it to the list.
The Bulls have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Middleton outside. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Now here's Morant. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
And Morant is a natural leader, someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
For Chicago, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Kicks it out to Middleton. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. Here's Holiday. Banked it in off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 11.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Morant buried from 15 feet out.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls. They have a nice 9-point cushion.
20. The Bulls. 20.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done is Chris Middleton.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Second half underway. Here's who Billy Donovan's got on the floor. We've got Drew Holiday. DeAndre Ayton is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Jordan in a 2-guard. And slam dunk by Jordan.
That's a good find from Ayton, understanding the defensive scheme, and he just waited for his teammate to be open.
Paul with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Up the floor. Ayton finds Holiday. Shoots over Paul. And that one's long. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Chris Paul not afraid to go inside, play amongst the trees, and still find a way to score.
Here's Holiday. After the Pelicans picking up a basket a moment ago. And it's blocked by Embiid. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. The Pelicans making a switch here. Halliburton is checked in. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Holiday's gone only 1 of 7 from the field here. To the wing on the left. Paul passes to Harris. And Harris throws it down.
That's a strong finish from Tobias Harris.
The Bulls have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Jordan goes in. Outside for Butler. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times. Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Now here's Jordan. He has 6. To the inside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
Harris is checked in for the Pelicans. Rozier comes in for Paul. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Chicago. Cade Cunningham comes in for Holiday.
And Halliburton, if he gets that little runway, he'll show you how athletic he can be.
Chicago leading. Pass to Cunningham. Knocks it down from distance. Cunningham's got his first 3 points of the game. And the former 1-1, the first overall draft pick. Ayton, he's just a different matchup.
That size, BA, and that great touch around the rim. He runs the floor. He's a big presence down there. You just don't see a ton of centers like him around this league like you once did in the 80s and early 90s. Ayton's game presents a pretty hefty matchup issue.
Randall, he's checked in for Harris. Claxton, he's checked in for Chicago. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Jordan, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Tyrese Halliburton. And the first one at the line is good. Bridges, he's checked in for Butler. And both free throws good for Jordan.
Well, the great ones make their mark in the playoffs, and Jimmy Butler has certainly done that. Some Herculean performances when the chips were down.
Now here's Embiid.
And the moment Embiid gets the ball anywhere near the hoop, it's over. Too strong to stop without fouling.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And Embiid drops them both.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Here's Bridges. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Well, Bridges doing a good job fighting hard past the foul, even after the release.
And granted, in last year's playoffs, Jimmy Butler became the first player since Jordan to author multiple 40-point, 4-steal games in a single series.
And in 2020, the 3rd player ever to record a 40-point triple-double in the finals. I mean, just legendary stuff.
Here's Claxton. That one's good for 2. Claxton's gotten his 2nd bucket on the night.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Randall outside. Back to Halliburton. Stolen by Turner. Rozier against Jordan. Turner for three. Joel Embiid with the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot. The ideal guard in today's NBA. Tyrese Halliburton has length at 6'5". Now he can run the offense, plus Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
And with Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything.
Now here's Jordan. This is the most they've led, 13 points.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Oh, got that one up. Quick.
In the paint, Morant stays nimble, and that allows him to make any needed adjustment to his shot.
Jordan, the pass to Turner. Back to Jordan. And the shot goes in. Jordan's got 10.
Even with the score as it is, he just keeps coming at you.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Morant, the pass to Embiid. Count that one.
I like watching Embiid attack on the inside, using his size and soft touch to capitalize.
Brogdon against Jordan. The Pelicans pull it in. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now with 1 on the clock. The shot no good. Situation up by 30. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And for the Pelicans, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. We've got Tobias Harris, Chris Paul out there with Ja Morant. Then it's Julius Randle, and it's Williamson in at the 3. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And here are the Pelicans now. It's a 13-point game. The kick out to Paul. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
What do you say about CP3 other than this guy is an all-timer? And when you think about guys down the stretch who you'd have run your offense, CP3 has to be mentioned up there.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Halliburton is checked in. And the Bulls also making a change. Ayton's checked in. Holiday passes to Ayton. Randle with a steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That one is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. As for CP, seems irreplaceable with each team he's been on.
Well, he does so much for a team in terms of just keeping accountability from the coach's voice to his. Not only does he perform at the highest level on the floor, there's a lot of things that CP3 brings off the floor that really help teach guys what being a pro is all about.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Bulls.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points, that can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies. Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
He can't get that one to fall.
Oh, you can tell right there he just wanted to go for the jam, but the defense too good and distracting.
Middleton up top. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Middleton, a good scorer, and good scorers can use the pump fake to their advantage.
Chris Middleton taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Middleton. Now here's Halliburton. Two minutes gone by here in the 4th. Uses the glass on the layup.
Extra sauce on that one, please, Halliburton. Wow.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 3 to open the 4th quarter. Ayton, a screen on Halliburton. Butler on the wing, covered by Williamson. The shot by Butler, no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson passes to Paul. Shoots over Ayton. Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Nice timing as Ayton's up there for the rejection.
Bridges down low. He's guarded by Paul. Butler, good.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here, guys. In good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
Some changes for New Orleans. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Terry Rozier comes in for Paul. And it's Morant in for Halliburton. And the Bulls also making a change. Jordan's checked in for Bridges. Now here's Embiid. And the lob disrupted. Not to be. Jordan, the pass to Holiday. Off target from outside.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Bulls.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
Harris is checked in for the Pelicans. Brogdon comes in for Ja Morant. Outside Holiday. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Holiday's got 4 points this quarter.
The way they dominated, they earned the dub tonight.
Now, these nights last a long time when you just go out there and you outwork your opponent. You know that that's going to pay dividends. Tonight it's going to come in a win.
He misses the free throw. Paul, he's checked in for Rozier. Good on the second one.
Not a perfect trip to the free throw line, but they'll take what they can get at this point.
Chicago's gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Here's Holiday. Yep, that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 17.
Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
Now here's Paul. And the ball out of play. The Bulls will have it. And we have to take another look at that block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And so here is Chicago. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Pass to Jordan. Middleton with a screen on Brogdon. Here's Jordan. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Harris.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
For Chicago, Michael Jordan.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And here's Paul. So it's the Bulls winning this one easily. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Jimmy, it seemed like the defensive end was where this game was decided. What was the key there?
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sport. And this game features two tremendous passing teams, and there should be a lot of fun watching these teams move the ball.
One of the things that strikes you about both of these teams is that they really enjoy playing with one another. Both play an unselfish brand of basketball. The ball is moving, everybody's touching it, and usually that's when the confidence is sky high.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, they've got Smith. Brown out there with Miller. Then it's Johnson, and it's Terrell in at the center position. Now here is Miller. In the corner, Smith with it. Pass to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Rejected by Murray. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. Fires the 3. And there's Murray on the assist from Edwards.
Well, Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
The Jazz working the ball around now. Johnson finds Miller. It's Brown on the wing. It's Brown on the wing. Pass to Miller. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. And it's Brown missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Doris, one of the Jazz games you called last year was pretty special. It was the first all-female broadcast team in NBA history.
And one of the best parts for me, Kev, was there were a variety of women in roles that will never be seen on the camera. So tape, graphics, audio, operations, each and every one of them, just like the 3 broadcasters who were calling the game, have been in their position at some point where the only person in the room was of your gender, just like yourself. So it's unique that the entire broadcast was filled with very capable women. It was such an honor to be a part of.
Smith against Garland. The pass to Johnson. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Terrell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And last season, the Nets were a favorite to win it all. But, Greg, a first-round sweep by the Celtics proved a very rude awakening.
And Kyrie missing so many games. How about Harden wanting out? Hard to build chemistry and continuity. That has to be the focus moving forward.
Brown outside. Porzingis with the block.
7'6" wingspan, sending it back. Kristaps Porzingis with the rejection.
And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Johnson. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
David Miller.
It's Garland with the ball for the Nets. Here's Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 7 points in the game.
Well, just quick with the decision-making. Smart pass by Darius Garland.
Here's Johnson. Porzingis with the block. Now here's Murray. 7 points in the game. Outside Garland. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Miller, the pass to Smith. Kicks it to Johnson. Back to Smith. Miller outside. Here's Terrell. No good off the front iron. Nets leading by 4. Garland surveying the D. There's the steal. Johnson down low. Guarded by Porzingis. Passes it to Smith. Puts it up from 12. The Jazz again can't hit it. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip.
And he makes the tough pass look easy. But he also, with that vision, always going to find the open man.
Now here's Brown. Brooklyn making some changes. Allen's checked in for Jokic. Evan Mobley comes in for Porzingis. And it's Green in for DeJounte Murray. Then for the Jazz, Smith comes in for Smith, and it's Brown in for Johnson. Here's Green to the inside. Mobley the pass to Edwards, and stolen by Miller. One up, one down, 2 points with his first shot this game. Here's Garland, still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And doors for Darius Garland, playing point guard, runs in the family.
That's exactly right, Kevin. Think about it. His father, Winston Garland, played 7 seasons in the NBA. And while Darius has always wanted to follow in his father's footsteps, Winston will be the first to tell you that young one is already better.
Going for that shot in that situation is something that isn't going to help the offense.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
So it's Utah now. It's a 5-point game. Here's Brown. Pass to Miller. Over Allen. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. DeJounte Murray has been leading the charge for the Brooklyn Nets.
Please give a big round of applause for your Nets Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Nets.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
Taking a look at the Jazz. Brown out there with Miller. Then there's Brown, and it's Smith, and it's Terrell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Evaluating recent attempts, Doris, to create super teams. They haven't quite worked out as planned, have they?
What we understand now is the game isn't played on paper. So many things go into winning. Chemistry, health, and if you risk your future trying to put together a super team with no consideration for what comes next, that can be problematic.
And here's Smith following Jalen Green's 3. There's a screen. Smith the pass to Terrell. A rebound by the Nets. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Murray.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
The Nets have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. He's perfect from the line this time. Jazz trail by 9. Brown outside. Miller right side. Here's Smith. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Now, Jalen Green is on a mission. He says, every time I step on the floor, I always have something to prove to who's ever in those stands. A lot of people will hate on me or have their opinions. I'm just going to think about that when I step on the floor. I'm going to prove everybody wrong. Kevin?
That's a great chip to keep on his shoulder. David, thanks.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Jokic draws the double. Takes a 3. Off the mark. His first miss of the game. 1 for 2. Brown the pass to Terrell. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Well, hit a man in stride. That is a textbook delivery.
And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. Buries it down low.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now here is Smith. Smith kicks to Brown. Pass to Smith. Here's Davis, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Mobley. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple of years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Porzingis is coming in for Jokic, and it's Garland in for DeJounte Murray.
Well, you've got size and length, so Kristaps Porzingis, the extra possession.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul. And Utah making a change here. Brown's checked in.
For the Jazz, John Brown.
Nets on defense. They have a 9-point lead. Nice ball movement by Utah. Mobley with the block. Green with the ball. Picked up by Davis.
And with that lightning first step of Jalen Green, very few defenders have a chance of keeping him in front.
And Greg, one thing about that blinding speed of Green, he's got to make his reads faster as well.
I think the game is slowing down for him, though, Kevin. And that and speeding up his shot release will make him even tougher to deal with.
Smith checked in for the Jazz. Brown kicks to Smith. Back to Brown. Over in the corner, Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Johnson. With the crossover. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Nets leading by 11. Green passes to Porzingis. And again, it's the Nets missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on them.
And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Johnson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip, can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion, with a joy, and with a flair.
Miller's checked in for Johnson.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
Now here's Green. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Whoops, they pick off the pass. In transition, here come the Jazz. Smith's running.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
A nice shot by Mobley.
That's how you give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley, not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
Brown kicks to Miller. The 15-footer, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
From deep, Green, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's
27, the Jazz, 18.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. DeJounte Murray has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Porzingis is out there with Jokic. Then there's Edwards. Then there's Murray. And it's Garland in at point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Murray, the pass to Garland. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Garland's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Porzingis with the block. Jokic high post. Johnson's there. Jokic finds Porzingis. And here's Garland for three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And we've seen it for years. Despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Jokic trying to free himself up. Murray, no good. Jazz trail by 11. Brown kicks to Miller. Brown outside. And the pass to Terrell. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Utah calls timeout.
Timeout, Utah. Your next Youth team.
And he's good on the second. Nets leading by 10. Outside for Murray. And again, it's the Nets missing. And here's Miller. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Smith on the wing. Guarded by Porzingis. Brown the pass to Terrell. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Terrell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Utah. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jokic with a screen on Johnson. The drive by Garland. Wide open look here for Murray. Drills it from outside. Murray's got 14 points for the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Now here is Smith, just 4 to shoot. Here's Terrell. Porzingis with the block, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Nets making a switch here. Reed's checked in. Davis is checked in for the Jazz. Smith comes in for Johnson. Brooklyn leading by 11.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw, good. Jokic. And from second rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league. I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jared Allen's checked in for the Nets. To the wing right side. Terrell, no good on the 3. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Allen trying to break free. Makes it off the glass. He's got 16.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Brown sets a screen for Smith. He kicks to Smith. Shot to stop the run. He takes it up and lays it in. Smith's got his first points in this one.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Allen, a screen on Smith. The drive by Green.
And once he gets going, Green is a load to stop. Long, athletic, with a terrific handle.
Smith outside. A floater. And it's sent back by Allen. Mobley kicks to Murray. Mobley double teamed. And the wide open shot from Green. Off target from outside. Jazz trail by 15. Smith surveying the D. Brown outside. Nice ball movement by Utah. Passes it to Smith. Here's Terrell. Pass to Brown. And here's Davis for 3. Reed with the rebound. Brooklyn leading by 15. Outside, Green. And he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 9 points.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
Here's Smith. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back.
Please give a big round of applause
And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. So on the floor for Utah, Miller is out there with Brown. Then it's Johnson. Then it's Smith. And it's Terrell in at the 5, roaming the paint. Zingas, he's checked in for Mobley.
Into the line for your Nets, Kristaps Porzingis.
Nets leading by 17. Outside Garland. Jokic trying to free himself up. Garland with the bucket.
Well, that's the ball handling skills of Darius Garland on full display. This guy is skilled at creating opportunities.
Now Smith, and stolen by Murray. Over in the corner, Edwards. And the 3 off target.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
On the wing, Brown. Back to Johnson. Clock at 6. Brooklyn with the rebound. Murray scanning the floor. Outside Garland. Jokic sets the screen for Garland. And Jokic throws it down.
Now, this guy's just something Garland does so well. Excellent reading defenses, exploiting them in the pick and rolls. That is nicely done.
Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
He's played up to his full potential tonight, and he's been playing to the crowd, too. He loves being the star attraction, even if it doesn't happen on a regular basis. Basket counts. And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Nets.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
They've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Boy, that's a backbreaker. Takes it right into the rim and extends their lead.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback, and nice finish by him.
Now here's Brown over Edwards. Kicks it out to Johnson. Brown the pass to Miller. Here's Terrell. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And a new group in for the Nets. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Jokic. Allen comes in for Porzingis. Martin's checked in for Edwards. And Jalen Green subbed in for DeJounte Murray. Smith checked in for Utah. Davis comes in for Johnson. Garland kicks to Reid. The three-pointer is right on target. Reid's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
Outside, Davis. 14 feet away, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
And that one falls for Davis. And both free throws good for Davis. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And one of the key components to this victory if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeJounte Murray.
What a relentless scoring night for this guy. In attack mode all evening.
Brown, and it's sent back by Allen. Martin wide open. He fires, and the Nets miss again. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Jazz. Over in the corner, Brown. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Here's Garland. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, give Darius Garland credit for looking to score. He forces the defense into action.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. And here's Utah. Smith inside, guarded by Garland. Reed with the block. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. There's 25 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. Terrell misses. Brown against Martin. Lays it up off the glass.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
It's